have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done see the best of them jammed up. 25 to life in the gas tank. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phone, they can hear us.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And incomplete to open things up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's go, 14. Got it. Hey. Be alert. Check 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, 14. 12.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to launch this thing. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerron Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On play action, Prescott looking for Austin, intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darquan takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Tempo. 14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll run with Darkwa. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Darkwa. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 50.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Tempo.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And a loose football. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Penny, the first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tempo. Zebra. 14. 19. Gotta go. 4 down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Tempo. Check. 19. Check. 12. 20. Check. 59.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the run, Darkwa down right around the 25. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now come the Seahawks. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go read option with Wilson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tempo, tempo. Hey, over here, over here.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3 down, 3 down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go, 14. Hey, go, take 51, take 51. Gotta go. 380. Shoot.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, a run with Smallwood. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have recovered. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Come on, let's go. Zebra. Tempo. Hey, over here. Watch that. Tempo. Gotta go.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This time Wilson will throw. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tempo. Zebra. Punch left.
And they'll go on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The pitch goes to Penny, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Prescott. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
46.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A carry now for McKissick. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wilson wants to throw it. And Wilson Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games,